Grazie a Mind the Bridge per l'invito.
Thank you, Mind the Bridge, for the invitation. I'm here to greet all of you on behalf of our board, specifically Fernando Napolitano, who unfortunately is in Rome today. I know that you want to move on to the next phase, which is drinks and cocktails. So I'll try and be brief. Also because tomorrow you will hear from a group of students or alumni who will tell you what kind of experience they have had.
So, cos'è Fulbright-BEST? Fulbright-BEST
Fulbright-BEST is a student exchange program based on full immersion, targeted to engineering students, but most likely we are going to broaden our focus slightly. We'll try and find students that have a good idea, a good entrepreneurial idea, but they have no training. So we send them for 6 months training in Silicon Valley, which includes also a period of internship with a startup company. It's interesting to understand who is behind BEST and why. Everything started in 2006 when Ambassador Spogli understood that there was really a lack of enthusiasm and widespread depression among university students. He had been involved in the Fulbright program in the past. Fulbright is indeed a 60-year-old student exchange program, but was essentially based on art, music, and literature. So Ambassador Spogli thought that the cultural exchange that Italy needs is the entrepreneurial cultural exchange. The program is into its third year. And it's really going through a very interesting development. In the first edition, we just had 4 students. This year, we have 15 people involved in the program. And as of this year, in Fulbright-BEST, we set up a steering committee that is part of the Fulbright Commission that takes care of all of the university exchanges. But once the first few students came back, they said, over there, it was beautiful, but now what do we do now that we are back? They came back and they just crashed into the cement. So we understood it was necessary to set up a group of people who would kind of help them come back and sort of get readjusted. And here you see a full list of people who are very active in the program. These are people from the academia, the government, the industry, etc. So I said, but why was it that an American ambassador decided to launch this initiative? Well, number one, because he's a very good person, but also because there is an economic reason behind it. Italy has always been a very close political ally. Well, let's not delve into this because I don't want to go into any argumentative ground. I don't want to sound argumentative. So it was important for Americans to strategically reinforce Italy. So I would say this is a beautiful initiative, but at the same time, there is a geostrategic reason behind it. 70% of new jobs in the US are generated in the sphere of research and innovation. That is why we decided to have BEST focused on this area. Professor Onetti and other professors who are actually teaching entrepreneurship at present, but before nobody ever thought it was possible to teach really entrepreneurship, because you're just born an entrepreneur and you cannot be taught how to become one. But all the best schools that started these kind of programs are all based in Silicon Valley, and that is why we send students over there. We thought it was important to set up this student exchange program as a full immersion program, so as to instill into foreign students the Silicon Valley spirit, so to speak. Last year, when they came back, I was attending an event in Florence, and one of the students there said, "What's the secret of Silicon Valley?" And the student replied, "Networking." So build your own network, make it work, and then networking. So now we still believe that this is a very important sector as far as we are concerned, but we are broadening up the program to other areas. This program is targeted to postgraduate or students that are about to graduate. We believe that just before getting your specialization degree, that's the right time to go. You also have to have sort of a professor who helps you, a mentor maybe. But we noticed that the oldest students are less suitable to be part of the program. We accept students up to 35 years of age, but they find it more difficult to get integrated, and so it's an experience which is more appreciated by younger students. So what it takes is an entrepreneurial idea. And let me just say a few words about the system, the current system. Fulbright-BEST chooses students that have an idea. Maybe they don't have a business or a business plan nor a team. And when they are back, they can attend Mind the Bridge or P&E, but that is just the beginning of their training. These are the students who normally join Mind the Bridge 1 or 2 years after they're back in Italy. We have a very broad network. All of the people from Mind the Bridge that organize events for our students. And really our objective here, as I said, this was born as a student exchange program under the umbrella of Fulbright, but now we are focusing on mentoring as well, so as to help students when they're back. A mentor is assigned to every student, and then we organize a large number of networking events. Fulbright-BEST is one of Mind the Bridge partners, and we cooperate actively by signaling the best projects for Mind the Bridge. Some of the students whose names are listed here are students who are devoting ex-students. I'm sorry, these are students listed here with their mentors, and these are people who maybe run large companies, such as Gianluca. And if I'm not wrong, Gianluca is so energetic that he is acting as a mentor on 3 different projects. And it's really extraordinary to see that, you know, business leaders find the time to act as mentors for these students. So we then essentially teach how to start up a company, how to take part in competitions, etc. If you're interested, there are 2 websites, the BEST program website as well as the Fulbright website. Both are important for both. In both situations, it's important that students are about to graduate, very close to their graduation. We also received some complaints when they read in the specifics of the BEST grant that they had to agree to go back to Italy and share their experience with their fellow students back here. Some of them actually have already fled to Switzerland, but this is very important because, you know, we stay here and we have the obligation of acting as mentors, but they have the obligation to come back here. An association has already been set up, and they are meant to help new other students. The idea of passing it around is really important. So if you are interested and want more information, we will launch a new round of applications next January or February. The selection process will start in March, and students always leave in September, and then they come back. Thank you.